Well, everybody, I think we're live. Hey everybody, welcome to the live stream tonight. And it's Alex here, and hopefully I've got a couple of guests tonight. How you guys doing? Well, thank you guys for joining me here in Chongqing, China. Behind me here, the fantastic, beautiful Chongqing, city of 32 million people. Now, I'm going to pivot this camera around in a moment just to show you where I am. Thanks for coming in here. Nice to see Tim K in the house tonight. Thank you, Tim. Hopefully things are working out for you great there in the Philippines. Hang, nice to see you. Kevin, thank you. Always a pleasure to have you here. Now, behind me here, you can see here are some of the skyscrapers. I'm on the 62nd floor of the Nicolo Hotel here in one of their fantastic lobbies. And I will get to the phone and turn it around in a moment. Let me just get my lighting set here so we're not too bright. But yes, behind me right there, I think that's a 58-story tower. And behind me here is some more nightlife. We will get to show you that a little bit later. I got a few people, it is hot here. I got a few people that will be coming on the program. So let me just kind of bring you up to speed here. I haven't had a live stream since last December the 24th. And as you guys know, it's been quite the year here in China. Of course, I would like to travel, like everyone else would love to travel. Traveling is definitely something I thoroughly enjoy. And there are even some people that are in the comment box here on the side that I would love to travel to see. So it's been great to see you. Just looking at a couple of names here. Work in progress. Good morning from Ottawa. Good morning to you in Canada there. I'm so energetic tonight. I really want to show you guys around where I'm at. So let me just bring you up to speed here. It's about 8 o'clock here in Chongqing, of course, China. And I appreciate everyone coming and joining us on this holiday weekend. Thank you very much. 123 Arcadia. Fantastic. I got a couple of people. Well, I know one for sure that's coming on the program tonight. And the other one, I'm waiting to see if he is going to arrive. Maybe. And we got some announcements that are coming on tonight here that I think are important. Let's, yes, I did, Arcadia. I did lose some weight, and you'll find out how in about 10 to 15 minutes how I lost it. Let's do a sound check. How is everything, guys? The sound check good? The decor, the ambiance okay for you? Is the Chardonnay all right with you? It is with me. Thank you so much, Trevor, for supporting the channel. Well, interesting. Yes, I'm just going to see some of your guys' comments here. Trevor says, bring my wife on the stream with we have all missed her. Yes, I can imagine. I can imagine. You know, when I left Julia, to me it's Julia, but most of you pronounce it Julia. When I left Julia last August, I believe it was around, if you guys can remind me, around the 14th of August, I thought, you know, 1 or 2 months, I'll be able to see her. And well, it's been incredibly complicated. It's a complicated process. As you know, China has its policy in regards to COVID. That's understandable. Every country does. They're sticking by it. They've been criticized for it, understandably. Some countries have called it draconian, but the way they look at it here is 1.5 billion. Relatively, I don't know anyone that's caught COVID here, but for most part, they're sticking with it. Maybe they're playing with the science to say it could be, I guess, less potent as we go through these strains. I don't know. I'm not a medical professional, so I won't give that advice. All right, so I'm just going to read some of you guys' comments, and if you guys have some questions, fire away, because I have a lot to cover tonight, and how about I show you guys a little bit of this fantastic lobby, okay? Let me just pivot the camera around here. I don't want to disconnect my equipment, but let's have a look at this lobby. You guys can see how beautiful. This is the Nicolo Hotel. It's a beautiful chain here in China. And this is where afternoon tea is served. It's fantastic. And let me give you the prices of this. I stayed at this hotel last week. Now, this is a 5-star caliber. This is on par with the St. Regis, okay? This is on par with the Hyatts. This hotel, for one night, including breakfast, with a fantastic river view, cost me $159 all in, okay? All in. That's prices all in. And they have a beautiful Italian restaurant. You can see there the maitre d' and the restaurant manager is there. Great guy, an Italian guy, fantastic restaurant. And of course, the beautiful view behind us here in Chongqing. And you can just see below there, I wonder if I can zoom in on the camera here. You can start to see the buildings are starting to be lit up. I will take you guys for a little bit of a walk here later, and we'll have a look at the buildings. But for now, let's get into some stuff we got to chat about. All right, let's get this camera set up. All right, and I appreciate all you guys coming out. Okay, so yes, J. Louis, yeah, the price here is extremely affordable. I think, is that my, just making sure that the sound is okay. I'm hearing different noises, guys. Okay, I'm just reading some more of you guys' comment. How great is China? China is absolutely fantastic. Now, I wish you guys could all come here and enjoy it with me. That would be great. And today I decided to make a live stream on a Sunday. Normally I put out a video, and I've been working on some big projects here. Really pushing the element here. I'm just reading some of my notes, pushing the elements here of what I can actually record in China. I do have some pretty exciting news. Some of the stuff that I'm going to be recording for my channel, and of course the people I collaborate with, Chongqing, is getting very in depth, and it's going to start smashing some of the stereotypes of China out of the way. All right, so I just want to welcome a couple more people before we get into it, and hopefully you guys don't hear the background music too high. I can see if I can get it turned down. I'll ask my wife if this music is crazy. Okay, there we go. I think my wife's parents are watching as well. I think her sister might be watching, so if you see them all in the chat, if you see Julia in the chat, ask her if the music's too loud. Things are good, Gray Fox. Okay, so let's get into what's going to be happening here in the next few months with me in China. Well, it's going to get very interesting. I am going to be filming, and currently filming, the police here in Chongqing. Also the fire department, and also the medical or the ambulance drivers, the paramedics. I will be getting a first-person view, a ride-along. I will also be allowed to wear body cam. I will be allowed to interview, film, unlimited. That's right. So that is quite a breakthrough when it comes to doing stuff in China. And that's because I have actually built trust here over the last few years, putting out some rather interesting material. A196, this is the Nicolo in Chongqing, China. So imagine that, getting to ride along in a city of 34 million people, documenting it, filming it, listening it, going into interesting situations with the police department, the local police here in Chongqing. Once we have gone into that, we will try to continue to see how in-depth I can get. And as you know, a lot of my programs lately, some of the videos that I've done, I have tried to do a little bit more investigative pieces. And this one here, with the support of the local authorities here and them understanding my role as a content creator here, they were rather inviting about this. In fact, when we set the idea to them, they invited us back and said, really, this is fantastic. Actually, we want to show this not just to the international market, but they thought the idea to the domestic market was even equally thrilling. So that is something that we're going to focus on here. And of course, with the firemen, we're going to be getting involved with the fire departments, seeing what technology they use, what new drone technology that they've been using, as well as getting in situations where this content is really going to start to rip on this channel, trust me. And of course, with my Chongqing collaboration, which is going to allow me to bring along a nice, really well-skilled crew with me that are going to film this from every angle you can imagine. So it is absolutely superb. I agree with you, Yin. It's going to be a one-of-a-kind. I will be one of the first content creators, especially here in Southwest China, to film and document such things. Once again, Trevor, thank you very much for your support, and I do agree with you. They have been amazing. So, having said that, getting on to the next bit of news that is coming up here soon. I don't know if you guys remember a show called Let's Talk China that was on every either Saturday or Sunday, whatever time frame you guys are in. Let me know if you realize or recognize that name, the Let's Talk China show. Well, if you do, here's some good news. I've been building a studio here in Chongqing for the last 2.5, 3 months. We are getting the studio up to par. And what I mean by that is we want a warm, relaxing setting for a studio and something interactive. And of course, graphically equal to a lot of news networks out there. And of course, we want to as well have a research team helping us prepare for the show. That is already set in stone. We've done that. We have the research people working with me already. The studio has been built. It is completed. It is down not too far from my house, and there's going to be people on that show. Now, I'm going to tell you there are two major, we'll say China-related YouTubers that have already will be permanent members on that show. Whether we rotate with 2 or 3, the strategy is going to be myself, 2 other well-known YouTube content creators, live streamers, or whatever you want to call us. They will be on the show. Now, either if there's going to be 3 of us on the show, we will have 1 open slot for a guest. If there's 2 of us on the show, they may rotate one-on-one guests. But anyway, we've all had discussions, very serious discussions about it. And when Let's Talk China comes back, it will come back, sure, something like you remember, but it's going to be graphically better. We'll call it quality is going to be about 4 or 5 notches higher. Now, you know me by now. I'm not a channel that makes promises and never deliver. I always believe in my integrity, and I believe in delivering to you, my subscribers, my friends, my fans. I view you people as the people that give me the energy to put up the content. I'm just reading your guys' comments here. No, I don't think we're going to have certain people on this show. That's for sure. But these are very, very important steps that I've decided to take. You know, contacting the 2 people that will be on the show. Trust me, we are going to have one of the biggest shows in the international market ever televised on YouTube. It's going to happen. It will happen. So thank you very much for the compliments on the videos. Now my videos, of course, those are going to continue. Many people ask me about the aerials. How do I get so many good aerials? Well, if you're in China and you understand the community and how China works and how connected it is with WeChat, if I can't get to a certain destination and there's a city that I love so much and I need it filmed, I will instruct, I will tell the drone pilots what shots I need, whether it's day shots, night shots, beautiful sunset shots, rolling back, pivot shots, or whatever. I will guide those individuals to film for my catalog. I think to date, my channel is one of the most, I would say one of the largest catalog of aerial footage in China. That is my goal. I continue every single donation or every single super chat, super thanks, buy me a coffee, whatever you guys do goes right back into this channel. Everything. And even more. I call it the non-profit channel for sure, because keeping up with these drone equipment and stuff like that, it does require money, but I'm okay. I'm a big boy. I knew when I was getting into this that this would require a fair amount of capital investment, and I'm happy so far to fund the channel, and of course with your guys' support. Christine, thank you very much for that super chat. I greatly appreciate it. So that's two great pieces of news. One is the documentary style, police department, fire, and of course the paramedics. I'm naming the show Chongqing Heroes, or we'll call it China's Heroes, something like that. I'm anticipating on doing collaboration with other YouTubers for that show. I've already sent the invite out to a few that are already in China that would like to join the show, but I have some in particular that I think would benefit that style of show, and I'm sure you guys do too, because you've been watching a lot of the other content creators. Just want to say a shout out to Guelo60, Kurt. I'm sorry about your loss with your father. If you're watching tonight, sincerely, China misses you, and take great care of your wife as well. I know you and Wei Feng are always going to be great friends in my heart. When we met a few years ago in Thailand, once again, thank you for actually mentioning me in your last video. Greatly appreciated. I've just done the favor back to you, so thank you again, Kurt. Also, some well-known names here. Noel Lee, otherwise known as Caliber Wings. Noel, great to see you here. Wow, it's nice to see you joining in on the live stream tonight. Okay, so as I said, I have a couple of people I'm hoping I know one person for sure is coming on tonight, but the other one, if they don't come on, I'm going to mention their name at the end of the show. So, yes, let's move on here. I've got somebody I want to, let me just say, come on to the show. Okay, I've just sent someone a message there. All right, so give me a second here. I'm going to catch up on some of your messages. Max, thank you. Hello, Alex. Would it be open to invite people on your show whose opinion may be opposite of yours? Absolutely, Max. If you watched our Let's Talk China, we gave ample opportunity to people to come on the show. Now, we do have certain things that we don't agree with. Of course, slander, defamation, libel, and of course, outright being ignorant. We won't bring those people on the show, but for constructive chats, absolutely. This Let's Talk China show will be wide open for that, as usual as it was before. So definitely not concerned about that. I'm going to turn on the other microphone here. And as you guys know, it's been quite the year here for me. Thank you, Noel. I'm using a technology called LiveView. And LiveView is 1080 resolution out of China. Go figure. We've done that. I'm going to fire up my other microphone here because I got somebody I want to bring on to the program. And I think you guys know it's been quite a difficult year without my wife, her being in Thailand, many visa attempts to get her here. Well, I have some great news.
Wow. Hello, everyone.
If you haven't met her before, you meet her now, and she's with us here in China.
And finally here,
yes.
Something to celebrate, which is exciting.
It took a little bit of time.
There's my
I think your microphone. Let us know how the sound check is going for Yulia's microphone, okay, everyone?
And I can't be happier. I mean, everything is better than expected, which is great.
It's been quite a year. I mean, when I left you in August last year, I thought, I'll see her in a couple of weeks. Well, I said to her, maybe 2 months max.
Yes.
Maybe 2 months max.
September, and then September turned to Christmas. Christmas turned to Easter, and things weren't getting any better. But eventually, I think it was the perfect timing because it doesn't seem like anyone is getting a break. So I was lucky to squeeze in. And there were only 4 other foreign passengers on the plane, and they were very important people. And and it was just me. And people were baffled, saying, "What is the purpose of visit? How did you manage to get a spot on this plane?" And yes, I still don't know how, but it happened.
It's been a tremendous road. Just going to say a hi to a couple of people that have joined. Mark, thank you. Johnny, I'm amazed you're here tonight. Thank you so much for all those viewers that like Thailand. Check out Johnny, There's Something Happening channel. What a pleasure. So let's get into what happened. So I came here back in August, thinking a couple months without Yulia, no problem, we're strong. We've been together 20 years. And then the Olympics came, door shut, door number 1 closed. Yes. Then a massive outbreak in Shanghai, door number 2 closed. And I said, uh-oh, this is going to get complicated. And we decided, after the 3rd attempt, finally we had a bit of, I would say a little bit of luck, a little bit of support, because I am a resident here now. And I guess it happened. She phoned me up one day, and it's one of those days where your voice cracks on the phone.
And I think I played a cruel joke saying that I've been declined for the, was it 3rd time?
Yes.
I admitted pretty fast that they've actually granted the visa very quick, and I think that was the help of, there is a new PU letter, I think had to be, it had to be granted by the government. So,
but since you've arrived, some of the restrictions have loosened, especially in Hong Kong. Of course, I will do that. Trevor, thank you very much. Since you've arrived, some of the regulations to come into China have reduced. First and foremost, one of the most important things is the quarantine time.
Oh,
when she landed, we thought. Now, let me rewind this.
I've been so lucky since I've been here.
Lucky, but we have to tell everybody the story.
Yes.
So when she got granted the visa, Yulia thought, well, I'll just go book a flight.
Oh, yes.
Not happening.
Seems like eternity ago, even though this was only 2 months ago. But yes, I've been told that when I thought that I have 2 weeks to go till my flight, in fact, they told me that I have 5 days pre-flight quarantine in my own hometown. I said, surely this must be just for passengers transiting or, someone that doesn't actually live in Bangkok, but no. The entire plane quarantined for 5 days prior to departure. Everyone getting tested and paying.
It's a loop, closed loop.
Closed loop. I didn't know what it was, but now I know. Closed loop means just that. You leave your home 5 days before your flight, and you stay in the hotel, and they escort you on the bus to the airport, fully, kitted out in gloves and booties and your outfit. And then they let you loose. And then I realized that this was a little bit not thought through well, because everyone was running around in duty-free, gloves off.
Not true.
It's hot, it's Bangkok. unzipped slightly.
I have to disagree with her on this one,
Well,
because
but yes, everyone took precautions because we wanted to be responsible. But
Because if
they
you-
have no way of controlling us.
right, but
And
if
duty-free shopping is pretty important.
She's-
After you've spent 5 days in a hotel.
she's missing a point here. If you unzipped or took those goggles off for some
Yes.
you know,
No,
lack of whatever.
we were
If you
responsible.
caught COVID on your way to China, the second that you get off that airplane,
No.
then
Nobody wants to be the one
Right.
that brought COVID.
right. So I mean, it's for one thing. I would say it's a very serious process. Just getting on that flight. Now, there are only 1 or 2 flights a month from Bangkok, and you have to take the direct flight. You cannot go through another city or another country. It has to be.
Yes.
It has to be direct.
So when I landed, it was very strict as well.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we only had a very short gap to misbehave. But, and the hotel was simply amazing. But honestly, most people thought I was joking, but I thought it was like, hey, where do I sign? I want to extend it. They told me that initially we were meant to do what, 10 days?
10
14
days, yeah, something
10
like that,
days,
yeah.
And then it turned to 7. And they've been so good. I mean, really, I can't fault the hotel. I was allowed to order food, which
Yeah.
they weren't, which made a big difference.
I think things are slowly changing. Okay, now I've been still following the sites, as of course I have a lot of contacts here in the media. We are hearing that, of course, Hong Kong went to a shorter duration. Of course, some of the COVID tests are less. We're reading some of the comments here. Congratulations on your work and your videos. Thank you. So let's move past that. But I have to tell you that getting into China, it's going to take some effort. If you're trying to get here, don't give up. Continue. It takes time, it takes energy.
But
Definitely takes a bit of money
sometimes
too.
they just have to tell you that, you know, just give up on it for now, because it's giving people false hope, which it gave me.
Sure.
I didn't know they wouldn't come up with an answer why you
Yeah.
can't get the visa. Just stop applying. Simple as that.
Yeah. Mind you, we are seeing that in other countries as well. Japan went through that phase. I mean, Japan is opening. I think it opened 2 days ago. They're allowing about 50,000 people in. Still not going. And you know, guys, I have a lot of people that say to me, hey, but the world's open, Alex. Why isn't China open? I don't think the world's open until China is open. And I'm not saying that in a way to say that this country is, the end all be all. What I'm saying is that if you are in Thailand right now, and some of you viewers are, Johnny, of course, he's got a channel there, and Johnny was part of one of the documentaries I made a few months ago. You will understand that Thailand's travel market, they're excited, I think, to do 7 million this year. These guys normally do 60 million travelers a year, and 50% of the market is coming from here. In fact, Chongqing is the #1 city that flies direct to China. And I can tell you,
Bangkok?
yeah,
Absolutely.
direct to Bangkok. I can
Can't
tell you
wait.
on a daily basis, people are like, I ask them, where's the first place you guys are going when it opened? I get 2 answers, either Japan or Thailand. It's Japan or Thailand, Japan or Thailand. They go back and forth, back and forth. So when China opens, that to me is, okay, the world is going to open. Now, one of our twin cities nearby here, Chengdu, is unfortunately in lockdown. But let me ask you this, Yulia. COVID
Yes,
tests.
COVID
Did you
test.
receive more? Have you had more COVID tests and birthday cards?
Absolutely. I've had about 5 COVID tests in the last 2 weeks. But they're amazingly...
Are they hard?
No, I mean, it's less waiting time than you'd wait in a grocery store or buying anything at 7-Eleven. It's literally so organized, so efficient, and incredibly convenient. So it's who else would take time of the day to go and get COVID test 3 days in a row? Especially when you're told the entire city is getting it. I was expecting, hours of waiting time. But it's free and it's super fast. I mean, I'll get one every day if you ask me.
The test we took yesterday, it's all electronic. It's all on your WeChat application. It's all QR code based. There's no paperwork. There's no standing at machines. There's no payment. Basically, you get out, you click a dot on your phone, show the healthcare person in your mouth. 4 hours later, 6 hours later, results on your phone. Basta, it's finished. Nothing after that.
But yeah, it's just a big contrast. While in other countries, like in Bangkok, people just even forget about it. They just don't even pay attention. Here, you have 10 cases and the whole city is on high alert and people are really concerned. And they actually are very fearful because they don't want to bring it to their communities, and they voluntarily go and get it tested because they're concerned. So in a way, things I hope will change soon, but
I think a lot of it's got to do with, I think we're good on the light. I think a lot of it's got to do with, you see, there's a lot of countries that are trying to give China advice on its dynamic zero COVID policy. Now, who is giving China advice? The other 185 or so countries that have had a failed COVID policy, that had a let it rip policy. I can tell you, I was in Thailand. It got ugly there. And that lockdown lasted forever.
But I guess if Chengdu is expected to last till Thursday?
Parts of the city are in lockdown for a few more days,
And when some of your friends and family say, oh, I hope your city doesn't get into lockdown, oh, it's going to be terrible. It's not really that terrible. It doesn't concern me at all. If I have to stay at home for 4 days, that's not a big problem. Because when you're thinking about how many people got sick and with side effects that might last for a long time, let alone how many people died, and you compare it to the scale of population in China, they can't take that risk. And maybe it's a matter of time when they just confirm that, okay, this is it, this is not gonna be any more serious, we should just let it go. But when is that time? We're gonna wait and see. In the meantime, we'll do as we're told.
I mean,
but that's the attitude. People just
the
do what they're
attitude
told.
here is people don't want to get it.
They comply with it.
They comply. But the other thing I want to mention is that, it's organized, very, very, very organized here, and this will be my last thing that I want to say about the COVID here. If a city of this size of the city is massive, okay? It's 30-some million people. Think population of Canada in one city, you got it. If they have a district.
Like Ubay.
Or let's say you're living in Greater Toronto or Lower Mainland in Vancouver or New York, and they have an outbreak. They can, within hours,
they're helpless.
Say, all right, outbreak is in this district. Now, they will go into mass testing first for 3 days straight. If they find that they can't really get it contained, that area is shut off. But they won't close most of the businesses on the other parts of the city. They may not allow people in that district. Now, I live in a district with 4 million people. I mean, would I
Funny
really?
Enough, I call it the suburbia. The suburbia. And Alex reminds me that it's 4 million people live here. But truly, after Bangkok, these areas feel very organized. Extremely clean, like Singapore. It's just so different that for me, it feels like it's the suburbs. But in fact, in our area alone, there's 4 million people. There's 4 mega malls across the street. But for me, it still feels like a suburbia, because when I come out on the street, there's no people grilling, you know, skewers and major traffic and buses like in Bangkok. It's just total chaos. And here, surprisingly, a lot of people don't believe me. It's just simply so organized and so clean and efficient and traffic free. When people complain about traffic in Chongqing, I just laugh, because
yeah, you know,
they don't know how good they've got it here.
I'm not going to continue to go on and on and on, because you guys see it in my videos.
Yes.
Okay,
it's pretty. It's just beyond my expectations. The city is beautiful.
My wife, now, we used to live in Monte Carlo, Monaco. She would feel safe wearing her jewelry there, but she hasn't worn her rings and her watch and all this for many years. Not to say that there's nothing wrong with Thailand, but this is really the first time in many years that she walks out in public and is not concerned about her safety.
Well, you don't want to tempt your fate, because sometimes, you know,
nothing is foolproof here, but I feel it here. I feel safe here. Now, some people might say, "Oh, you know, you're being told it's not safe. There's crime." Yeah, there's crime.
Safe.
But you know what? If you do a crime here, you're going to get caught.
Oh, yes.
You will be caught.
People have eyes on you even when you don't think they've got eyes on you. And that's proven with us filming. There's always somebody coming out and checking exactly what you're doing. Do you have the permission? Are you allowed to film or fly your drone? Yeah. And even when you don't know if someone's watching you, because there is a sense of responsibility, whoever it is, whether it's building management, whether it's a street cleaner, whether it's security, they have a sense of responsibility, and if they're not doing their job, they know that they will be held responsible. Yeah. So this is the law and order here are just amaze me, because everyone is expected, you know, to do their best, and they do, and that's why there's order. I honestly believe it. In Bangkok.
Yeah, and we're not putting we love Thailand. Oh, we love Thailand. What's not to love about Thailand?
It's a very relaxed way of living.
But
and chaotic.
I do have to tell you here, some of the things that I have really, really noticed here is infrastructure. Massive infrastructure. I mean, I've had to remind Yulia a few times today when she tells her family, and I take offense to it, when she says, "Oh, well, we're only about 3 hours from Chengdu." I said,
"That's a slow train."
Excuse me, there is over 100 trains going to Chengdu, and most of them are bullet trains that can get you at just over an hour. And, you know, that's 300 to 400 kilometers away. Imagine that. You know, meeting your mom that's 400 kilometers away, meet her halfway for lunch. I mean, that's the infrastructure here. The
food has been amazing.
The food,
too.
yes.
I want to mention that here you can have everything from my favorite secret spot that's not so secret anymore, I guess, because it's got the dumplings at $2 and 30 cents or something. The local, you know, homemade dumplings that you can get, jiaozi, I think it's called. And it's my favorite food here. Whenever I go, I see the ladies, and you can have a $2 meal or a $20 meal like here in the Nikoro
I'm topping
Hotel.
up your wine, 1 sec, okay?
And so they have it all, just like in Thailand. And that's nice to have that. It's really suits everyone's budget, and if you want to live a 5-star luxury life, you can. And wow, thank you very much. You can have the Chilean Chardonnay, or you can I'm really impressed with the wine plaza here.
Yeah,
that's when I'm feeling that I need a bit of the south of France wines, I'll go into wine plaza and see the museum and go shop for world wines and do some tasting.
Okay, I got to tell them something funny. Okay, so
What's funny?
Yulia loves wine.
Oh.
If you don't know, she loves wine. Okay.
I think everybody knows
she
by
loves
now.
wine.
I've been drinking a lot.
So here's one thing that you have to understand, and this will give you a very good idea of Chongqing, because some of you guys have probably never heard of this city. It is an up-and-comer, big time. Okay, I think last quarter it passed Guangzhou in the last quarter for GDP.
No way.
Yeah.
It cannot pass Guangzhou.
Absolutely.
No way.
The infrastructure projects that are going on here are massive.
Shocking.
Just this year, over 60 new shopping malls are open. Now that's on the consumption part. We're not even talking the infrastructure part. You guys know I love the city. But here's the funny thing. This city is huge, but it still kind of acts like a village. Now let me give you an example. Driving here, there's not going to be many Formula One drivers come out of Chongqing in a few years, okay? But number two is, when you go to certain restaurants, I'll tell you, if you want to open up a restaurant here, start by serving wine by the glass. In a city of 30-some million, there are less than 5 restaurants that I know that even have wine by the glass, okay? Wine consumption is starting to just come into this city, and it will explode, okay? It will be massive when it comes here. Other businesses, we see other businesses that just start out here with massive lineups, you know. So Chongqing,
I think that Chongqing's advanced so quick, and there's a lot of money and investment, and people in the culture, like theater or I don't know, other events, and things are just catching up from behind.
Yeah, it's coming. It's coming. It's
not.
It's growing. It's growing up fast.
Yeah, it's got to grow up fast.
It's got to grow up fast because there's
a lot of money here.
Like right out that window, guys. I tell you that
there's not so many Western restaurants.
Yeah, there's hardly any Western restaurants.
Like you'd expect Michelin star, like fine dining, or like really, because there's just so much in the city. There's just the demand is all here, and they're slowly catching up with, you know, fancy bakeries, nice coffee shops. There's so many. Last time I was here, I hardly found any. Like, and now there's just so many of these kind of trendy things coming in, and nice jazz bars that are, you know, gonna get there.
It's coming.
So
it's coming.
We can feel the change every year, and I think it's only gonna get better. And wine by glass is gonna make it.
It's one example, but it's funny because.
And I hope the Chongqing fashion will change too. I'm really tired of seeing men's bellies. Like they're wearing crop tops, and it's like just cut the shirt and just wear it, because the Chongqing, I guess they call it the Beijing, but Chongqing's got it too.
We got it here. Top 5 cities in GDP are Beijing, Shanghai, Shenzhen, Chongqing, Guangzhou.
Oh, wow.
See?
That is not.
So
that is just unbelievable.
I mean, I have to tell you, and get here when it opens. Make this the first city to come to, okay? And don't tell hotels like this they're charging too cheap. I mean, $159 a night for a 5-star.
I've never seen anything like this. And when I send my friends in back in Monaco, south of France, when they see the skyline, they see the bridges, they say this just looks so alien, out of this world, like another. They've never seen it. Surprisingly, Chongqing doesn't get out of China, even though it's the most visited city in China.
Yes, for Chinese domestically, this is I think either number 1 or 2. I believe it's number 1.
Especially after Shanghai being in lockdown, this is definitely number 1. And we've seen the prices increase over the holidays in hotels.
Not bad, but a very affordable city. I'll give you an idea.
Nobody knows about it.
Yeah, nobody knows about it.
Nobody's even heard of it.
And to all you guys that watch these other channels on YouTube, some of these local, we'll call it Chinese vloggers, foreigners as local vloggers, I'm going to be doing another major invite of them. Once the restrictions are off in most of the cities here, you're going to see more YouTubers come here. They're going to be doing a lot of collaborations with me, and then of course I'm going to let them go run wild in the city for a few days. Noel Lee actually did some great videos on this area.
Somebody said Chongqing is not the first-tier city.
It's not a first-tier city,
It's not?
No. but it's challenging.
How is that possible?
I know.
What does it take to be a first-tier city? I want to know.
Everybody, if you guys can leave a comment in the side there. Yulia wants to know, come on, why can't Chongqing be a tier 1? We want to know why.
Have? What do we need to do? We'll do. I mean, I'll take it up with whoever needs to know. It's impossible. Not a first-tier city. I thought it was.
So Top Super 7 said it's because it's a concrete dystopia and nobody needs to know about it. That's okay, no problem.
But it's not concrete.
I know it's not.
It's got beautiful. It's got amazing weather.
Well, Hang says, "Are you watching this video in Braille?"
It's got mountains.
It's an absolute beautiful city. It has mountains. It has 14,000 bridges in all its districts.
Bangkok is more of a dystopian city.
Yeah, no, this is a beauty. Yeah. It doesn't get much prettier than this, but I don't want to go on and on about how amazing Chongqing is.
A lot of people, when I asked, especially when I did my quarantine in Chengdu, should I stay in Chengdu and explore it? And they just looked and said, why? It's got no rivers, no mountains, it's flat no, it's got nothing. And Chongqing's got everything, so I feel like Chongqing's got a lot going for it.
Now, do you remember, Johnny? There was something happening from Bangkok.
Yeah.
No, he's actually from Hua Hin. He did a really beautiful part of the documentary we did on the COVID documentary. I made him a promise. I made him a promise that when China opens, he has this wheel that he takes and spins it around in Hua Hin, and people win money. And it was
Wheel of Fortune.
Kind of
Everyone
like a Wheel of Fortune,
that.
but I don't know I can't remember what he called it, but he was helping people get through the tough times.
So what should we do with it?
So I made him a bet that I can get him on a rooftop here on the skyline, maybe in one of the tallest, or maybe one of the tallest buildings, to spin the wheel. That is the promise I made, and you know what, buddy? I'm going to deliver on that. That's not a problem. So anyway, okay. So a couple of other things I want to talk to you guys about. Let's talk about apartments here. Okay, I have an apartment. It's 85 meters big, brand new.
Well, it's 2-bedroom.
Two-bedroom.
Small bedroom. So no, it's not 85. It's going to be 60.
That can't be 60. Can't be 60.
Why are you asking me that?
The one we have in
for?
Bangkok, 60. It's bigger than that.
Okay,
so
well,
let's agree at 70.
70.
Okay, so 70.
I mean, you signed the lease. Don't you know how big it is?
Irrelevant. The 70, brand new, right? Cool landlord. No one's ever lived in it.
Apparently, it's beautifully decorated for Chinese standards. I mean, they're not known for interior decorating.
Oh, some of the Shanghai, they know what they're doing.
Same all over in Asia, to be fair.
No, I don't think so. They have their own taste. They have their own taste.
For randomness.
No, they do.
Well,
so,
anyway.
I'm going to tell you guys, for all you guys, when these borders open, okay, when these borders open, for all you guys that are concerned about cost of living, thinking about moving your life out of maybe America or Canada or UK, maybe coming to, of course, I think the ultimate package is have a place in Thailand, sure, but also have a place in China.
If you can get to China.
There's what I pay for rent on my apartment.
$260.
$260 for a brand new apartment. Now I do have a little bit of
Where could you live for $260 in suburbia of Ubay?
Internet and mobile is about $18 for high-speed internet and unlimited internet at home.
It's very affordable.
Vegetable prices haven't really gone up.
It's very affordable.
Very
yes,
affordable.
Very affordable.
And I think for some people that may want to be applying for, when the border opens, for that 10-year multi-visa, it's not a bad option, because what I'm seeing here lately, what's been going on with people's bills and stuff like that, and holy moly, I'm getting worried. I'm even worried about my mom. She phoned me up the other day. She says, hey, I wonder when my electricity bill and my gas bill is going to be higher than my pension. I was like, what? She's serious. She's serious.
What surprises me, a lot of people in Chongqing, they're like climate, if it's hot or cold, they're really never gonna turn that aircon or heat because they're just gonna adapt, which is great. I mean, it's not like in Western countries where people can't live without heat or aircon. So they have to bear that expense. But here, people are really resilient. They will really adapt. And even when it's 45 degrees Celsius heat, unbearable heat, nobody complains. They just say, oh, it's hot. I mean, in our countries, the news would be telling about people dying of
very true.
heat strokes, and it's just like big news. And here it's just a heat wave. Well, 45 Celsius. I'm used to heat in Bangkok, but I never understood what furnace means. And now
it's
I know.
Smoking hot here.
It is very hot.
It's smoking hot. Yeah. I thought I could handle hot, but this is smoking. Like this is you know what?
furnace.
You know when you're baking those cookies at Christmas time and you can't wait to get your hands on them, and then you open up the oven and it comes in your face?
Yeah.
That's it.
You know the hairdryer? just turn it up in your face. This is exactly how it feels when you come outside. And I've been thinking of how best to explain the heat, and I think this conveys them the heat very well.
Hang on, I've got to listen to this message. Keep chatting. 1 second.
And then I wanted to mention my favorite activity as of now is that you don't really need to leave your house when it's hot. Everything you need is on Taobao, and I've been addicted to Taobao. I get everything from peanut butter, to Canadian honey to
Are you talking about Sam's Club?
No, I get everything on Taobao.
Oh, Taobao. We love Taobao.
Want from all over the world, Australia, USA, if you need, made in China, of course, but you have access to the world's market. And first I was confused. I thought, is there like a limit? You can order Chinese manufactured goods from your area? No, you can order from all over China and they will deliver it to you within 2 days. Yeah. Everything arrives so fast.
Yeah, and sometimes you're getting it to your GPS location now. Somebody asked me how hot it was here. I'm going to scroll back and look at some of my temperature shots I got here. Oh, that one's not good enough. Let me look back.
42 is not good enough.
Yeah, let me look at, see if I can get a... No, that one's not hot enough yet. Let me just go back a week here and have a look.
There were honestly days where people just run. When they're outside, they just run for cover, and full coverage outfits for ladies, like wearing full coverage, including fully covered gloves, eyes, and just leaving your eyes exposed. This is quite common because it's just so hot.
Another point that I wanted to make is my last week video called China's Heat Wave. I actually went down to the Jialing River in Chongqing on the riverbed. First thing that came to my mind was, wait a minute, if a riverbed runs dry, normally you would see a bunch of garbage and
dead fish.
Well,
I don't know. What did you
I don't know.
Yeah, I would think you'd see a lot of garbage.
It was spotless.
Chao Phraya River for sure.
Yeah,
in Bangkok. There's just so much garbage floating
and you'll see in my video, I flew a drone up the entire riverbed for a kilometer.
That's a very good point.
And I was nothing. Nothing. There's no fish hooks or body. Well, you never know what you're going to find down in a riverbed, but there was nothing there.
Rubber
it was spotless.
Boots, tires.
It was absolutely spotless. Now, here's some good news. 2 days after that video, it rained cats and dogs here, and the nice thing is the river is back up and nice, beautiful level, and ready to go again. But man, it was was a scorcher. That
is a very good. I never even thought about it. Yeah. It was nothing, just rocks. How is that possible?
I don't know.
How clean the streets are is just incredible. It really. Mind-boggling. Even we don't live in the city center. I call it the suburbs, but it's just spotless. It's like Singapore, and it's just pristine. It's green. I love that. Even though it's hot, how do they maintain it?
Jamaica Funk says like a sauna. Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
And they water things. They always hose down the trees and the plants on the roadside.
Trevor, thank you. I'm just going to read your comment here. Trevor says, cannot wait to move to China with my wife, a Chinese national, so can be near my stepdaughters. There's not a day goes by that I want the borders to be open here.
And I saw at the visa center, there were a lot of people with that hope going in there. I would even see repeat people because I went there so many times, and they still get declined because, and not told exactly what is the reason, which is very frustrating and very upsetting.
I think what you're going to find is...
I almost lost hope too, because we just don't know what to do next.
I think what you're going to find is...
Just need to
I have this feeling that Hong Kong is going to be... What is that area? The transfer area for people to meet. And what I mean by that is, I have a feeling they're going to open the borders, China to Hong Kong, nationals to go to Hong Kong, come back easy, rather than foreign nationals going to China easy. And the borders will be relaxed coming into Hong Kong. So I have a feeling that either it's going to be Hong Kong, Macau, are going to be these, I don't want to use transfer, but they might be the zones that people meet.
But I guess it's not really a priority.
I'll give you an example. We want to see your parents. If they can fly into Hong Kong rather easy, and we could come to Hong Kong rather easy from China, it's a perfect destination to go, right?
Yes, absolutely. It's a good meeting point.
I think that could be the meeting point.
Because there are a lot of families that's not, been reunited, and it's not that. Even if you get a visa, who can afford a one-way flight at what, how much was it? Your
flight was $6,000 US for a 2.5 hour flight.
I thought they've added too many zeros at the end. Honestly, how is that possible? A flight to be that expensive and to be entirely full? Who are all these people on this flight? I just thought, how bad do you really need to go on a holiday to Thailand? Because most of them were Chinese. There were only 4 foreign nationals, and it was so difficult that even Sichuan Airlines pilot nearly was banned from the flight because he didn't get the green code.
Oh my.
Having spent 5 days in quarantine, he didn't get the code because they thought he was cheating the system and he was just coming through Bangkok to get the visa.
Kevin said it right here. Kevin, buffer zone Hong Kong, Macau, SAR. That might be workable if you think about it.
Yeah.
It's rather interesting because that might be the solution.
So my point is, even if you get the visa and even if you complete the 5-day pre-flight quarantine, there was still a chance that you won't get on the plane. And there were a few people that were struggling on the boarding day out of us 4 foreigners to get on that plane. So these restrictions are nearly impossible.
Impossible, Jonathan Dubé says, so you can pay $220 a month for rent, but $8,000 for a plane ticket.
No.
A wife of 20 years, I think any other married guy will understand that $8,000 or $20,000, whatever it takes. These measures are put in place for the protection of this country. There's not hundreds of flights coming from Thailand. There's not hundreds of choices. There's 2 choices that I had to make. One, get her here 7 days after her visa was issued, or wait 30 days after her visa was issued.
There was only 1 flight a month.
There was basically one flight, one option.
And on my flight, people were going not just to Chengdu, they were going to Beijing, they were going to all other areas of China. So that means that there were only a few ports of entry into entire of China.
Yeah, it's incredibly, I don't think I would ever pay that flight to go on a vacation somewhere, but
no, but there were a lot of people just coming from vacation. They had fruit and sun hats. I was like, wow, this was one expensive vacation.
There's another point that I want to make is that I have a lot of when I make videos, you guys can see that sometimes I pin the comments of people who may not agree with all you guys, and I let my comment box decide the fate of that pinned comment. It's usually an insult towards me or something like that. But what I want to make my point is that people would say, oh, but you can't leave China, or the restrictions are difficult, you can't leave China, you can't. I don't want to leave China right now. I'm in no rush to go anywhere.
Most people don't want to go anywhere. I mean, when you think about it, by blocking the borders, they just encourage people to travel and spend money within China. As you say, Sanya's got great duty-free and holiday destinations, and
so I do have a message for you.
They're stimulating their own economy, not, same like Thailand did. They try to get people to travel more and spend money within Thailand.
I have a message from Daniel Dumbrell, who I invited to this chat tonight to come see us here at the Nicolo. He's busy at the moment. He's here in Chongqing. He has just said that get this live stream under your belt, buddy, and he will look forward to meeting me in future live streams. So that's Daniel Dumbrell. He just wrote me.
Maybe I'll say good night, and you can continue with your.
Why? Where are you going?
I'll just be around drinking wine.
Anyway.
But I think you have an announcement to make, or.
We got a few, but yeah, no problem. I think Yulia wants to go and for a little bit of a walk around the hotel here, guys. So say goodbye to her for now.
Well, it was a pleasure, and I'm sure we'll be doing a lot more live streams and vlogs or areas.
Yes, of course.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, I forgot. Okay. So, I don't know if you guys are aware of this. Yulia has a channel called Shopazon.
Oh, yes.
And
thank you.
she goes and films her vlogs. And I think they're going to get more interesting here.
There's new directions to be
some more
made,
new directions.
Everything is new, so
that's right.
I'm just getting used to. It's only been 2 months here, but it feels honestly like an eternity because everything is absolutely new, and yeah, it's easy to get used to a good life. So
shopping's fun here, isn't it?
Shopping is fun.
It's
yes.
great.
I just need to stop shopping online. I need to get out more and
I did put her channel in the description below.
But you risk your life every time you leave the door with that weather, so.
The hot weather. I put her channel in below the link, Shopazon, so don't forget to subscribe to your channel. Yes. And we'll be seeing more stuff with her in China. Okay.
Hopefully.
She's going to walk around. I'm going to chat with you guys a little bit longer. Oh, Trevor, you don't have to do that. Thank you so much. Well, guys, okay. So, a few more announcements that are coming in. Now, I need your guys' advice on this. You guys know that in some of my videos, I wear a hat. It's a dragon hat. It has Chinese lettering on it. And I'm really thinking, I see a lot of other content creators have an apparel line of products, but this apparel, clothing, hat, or whatever, I want to make it more of a higher quality. I've already got the company lined up. That's already done. And like I said, I don't make promises to my channel and not deliver. Everything I say gets done. Of course, you will see that I don't even have a members part of my channel yet, because I believe in taking steps and making sure that I can get the quality, whatever it is, if it's quality in live streams, if it's quality on aerial footage, if it's quality on apparel. So I'm thinking of coming out with a line of apparel. Of course, I've already got the slogans for my apparel. But tell me, guys, what would most men, women, what is interesting? Is hats interesting? Are shirts interesting? Are, golf hats? Are mugs interesting? I need to know what you guys merchandise, what you guys think is something that you would be interested in, if it's tastefully done, high quality and great craftsmanship. I don't want anything less. So, of course, it'll be decent price. But what I want to do is when somebody buys something like that, that they know that this is something that, you know, A, they help the channel, thank you, but also it's something they would wear and be proud to wear it, or, hey, I know this great channel, or something like that. And I just kind of would like to know what things are interesting to you. Now, Noah Lee's also said, if you need Reporterfy figurines, ping me up. That's cute. Okay, so Renard, how do you doing a live stream on YouTube if it's blocked in China? Well, what I've done, Renard, is just wait. Here comes the bird. The bird's going to land on the table, and it's going to take a SIM card out of the country, and then they're going to upload it simultaneously through a back door, and we're going to get the live stream. That's how we do it. Anyway, okay, so I'm seeing somebody said Indiana Jones hats. Thanks, Wesley, WG there. Polo shirts, hats, perfect for the heat. Okay. What else have we got here for ideas? I don't, Captain Canuck, I'm not sure what you said. Kevin's t-shirts, vests, jackets. Okay. Okay, that gives me that. But are people still wearing t-shirts, or is a polo shirt more like with a collar or something better? I don't want to make a mistake, and I want to make sure that this is something that the subscribers or people that are visiting this channel will like. So yeah, maybe that would be helpful. Okay, I'm just reading some of these comments. Jimmy, thank you for visiting YouTube Inside of China as well. I want you guys also, if you can, go check out a bunch of other channels here on YouTube. Noel, you could post your channel link in the comment box. That would be great. But I will put some links in my description after on some of the other channels and people that I want you to kind of, you know, have a look and see what's going on. I'm not taking you the wrong way. Thank you, Renard. I appreciate that. No, it was a wink, wink, no problem. We get that question all the time. Anyway, I want to show you guys a little bit more. Maybe I can take you guys for a walk. Let's try to do this with my camera equipment, okay? I don't know if I can, but let me try. Let me try do that. Okay, let's see if I can take you guys for a walk around this hotel with my gear. Let me just see if I can do this. Okay. Just going to move the camera, guys. This is all hooked up into one little contraption. So we'll see what we can do here. And I can show you a little bit of the hotel and maybe some of the lights outside here. Let me just see. Okay, I'm still live, guys, so I'm just going behind the camera here to see if I can take you guys with me. I'm gonna disconnect the camera here and maybe walk around, see if I can do that. Okay. Bear with me. Okay. Let's have a look. So guys, this is the beautiful city. Let's go look at the city from this high. There is a fantastic building. And I'm in Jiangbei, part of the city here right now. Maybe Yulia can follow me with my phone just to make sure that we keep connection. This is the lobby of the Nicolo Hotel. So I'm going to show you guys. This is where you'd have afternoon tea. And that's a beautiful Italian restaurant there. This is the hotel lobby. Actually, let's walk to that window and see if we can get some of the skyline. Sorry guys if the video image is a bit jumpy, but let's go see if we can see part of the skyline here. I don't want to go into that bar because it's too loud. Huh, guys? Huh? What about that?
Wow, that is stunning. Incredible. Look at this view. This is a $1 million view. This is the Grand Theater lit up. This is the CBD, and
yeah, if I can see if I can get my camera. Okay, I think I'm back, guys. Am I back? Don't let me do that again, okay, guys? I was taking you guys for a little bit of a walk showing you the beautiful buildings, but I promise I won't do that again. Sorry about that, guys. Thank you for coming back. Yeah. Hey, I had to show you guys the beautiful, fantastic city view. Thank you very much. Yay, you're right, we're back. Thanks, Kevin. Thanks, Trevor. Thanks, Jonathan, and everybody. Yeah, we're back. We'll just pick up the speed here in a few more minutes, and then I've got a couple more things that I want to chat with you guys about. Yeah, sorry about that, Noel. I don't know what it was. I have actually 3 modems hooked up to this device here, and maybe it's just so many buildings around. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I've got most of you guys back. We hit over 300, so I'm deeply blessed for having you guys watching this live stream tonight. Don't worry, Yulia's fine. She's taking care of the drinks. She left her microphone here, but I can still hear her in the background. All right, so okay guys, if you have any questions, fire away in the comment box here, and I will gladly answer your questions. I also want to thank the moderators. Yeah, no, there's a blind spot in the hotel here. I want to thank the moderators here. I should tell you guys a little bit about the gear I use here. I use what it's called DJI wireless microphones. I'm talking on a Sony ZV-1 camera, and as well, and I know these might not mean anything to you, but if you're ever thinking of getting back or getting into the content creation game, you can do it on an affordable level, okay? And the most important thing that if you want to have good live streams, this is a remote live stream, okay guys? This isn't a live stream where I'm sitting in a studio. I'm remotely here in a hotel, kind of like a lounge area of a hotel. And the most important thing for doing live streams is actually connectivity here in China. And the device I use is this here. I'm just going to show you guys here. If I can show the camera, I'm being very careful with the camera. But this is it here. Thank you very much for the compliment there, Noel. This is called a Live View Solo Box, and it connects by LAN, Wi-Fi, and USBs. And it's quite the investment for any channel. It takes quite a bit of excess capital to operate a system like that, but it's extremely important to putting on a good live stream. So that's that anyway from a technical side. So yeah, that's a Huawei logo. That's a Huawei router as well. I totally hear you on that one. It's Live View, not Love You. It's Live View. Okay, anyway, I want to thank you guys. So here's a couple of things I'm just going to say before we wrap it up tonight is that the Let's Talk China will be back. We're targeting here in September. I'm probably going to see the third week. There are some big names that are going to be joining the show. I've been also invited on to Jackson the Dive channels for a live stream coming up soon, as well as merchandise, as you call it. I will look into that and take your guys' recommendations on board. And hopefully next week, in this chair with me is going to be Daniel Dumbrell. Let's make sure that he gets his his content creating butt here to sit in a chair with me. I did recently do a interview with Professor Weiwei with Daniel Dumbrell as well. But yes, the Let's Talk China show is coming back, and I want to thank you guys once again for supporting me and my endeavors here to show China the best that I can. Get ready next week, next Sunday, for another exciting video of aerial photography. And once again, I really, truly, value your commitment to this channel, watching this channel, and of course, the people that support this channel. Really, it goes a long way to helping us keep up with always creating stuff for you. Anyway, that's it for me here in Chongqing, China. It's 9:22. Wow, fantastic night. I'm gonna enjoy the rest of my wine with my lovely wife. And yes, nice to see you here as well, Suntan. Jonathan, I'll make you a deal. If I tell you how much the wine is, are you gonna match it? Just kidding. How much was this wine, Yulia? How much was the wine? Yeah, it's about 300 to 400 RMB, but it's a decent selection of wine, and we are here at a 5-star hotel. So, yeah. Anyway, you guys have a fantastic week. I think it's a holiday in the United States and Canada. I'm not sure the rest of the world, but yeah, we got a holiday coming up here next week here in China. But wow, what a fantastic city of Chongqing. And guys, get ready. Next week, we are going to put out one amazing video again. Thank you so much. And wow, I mean, this is some of the most highest viewers I've had on a live stream in a long time. Anyway, you guys, you really, I can't say it again from the bottom of my heart, really, thank you. Anybody else have any, somebody says, you sure the background is not fake? It looks, I think, I don't know, is it fake? How would I prove that? Would I just jump through the... Do I jump through the window to prove that it's fake? I don't know. But anyway, yeah. Reading, okay, somebody else has some questions here. Show cyberpunk aerial shots, picture t-shirts. Okay, good idea, guys. Good idea for that. 1st of October is coming, yes. Let me just see. You sure okay, yeah, the background's not fake. Don't worry. I'm ready for the next week. Yes, so am I. Do you upload your videos on Youku? I'm not sure. Haven't really heard much about that. Maybe you can tell me a little bit about it, and I can come back and read about it more in the details later. Yeah, who knows? But yes, thank you so much to the moderators. If you guys have any last-minute questions, let me know. I'm going to read them off here. I think he's using a Christmas meme about the fake crack. Okay, Jimmy, this one's for you, okay? This one's... Hello, anybody out there? Anyway, yeah. Okay. You're welcome. Thank you so much for that. Okay, guys. Thank you again. It's been quite a pleasure, and you guys take care, and thanks for watching. And please leave a comment below the video, of course. Subscribe to Yulia's channel, Shop is On. You'll see it there in the description. And wow, once again, 52 big timer. Yeah, that's one giant green screen behind me. You guys take care. Cheers from me, and cheers from Yulia. That's it for me here, guys. The skyscraper live stream. You guys take care. Thanks for watching.